Stay tuned. Peace Pacers basketball is coming up. 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 Stay tuned. Peace Pacers basketball is coming up.
What's What's up? Welcome to the Herman Athletic Center. Darren Vaught with you on the Pacers Sports Network. The women's team in action in USA South play, hosting Pfeiffer. And they're all blacks. The Pacers in their all whites. Mariah Ballin at center court against Courtney Pinion. Tips it backward, and the tip is won by the Pacers. Sophia Church running point guard, getting her first start of the season. Dishes to the near sideline. Menage Mariette bounces it to the top of the circle. Fumbled pass by Khadijah Daniels. Reeled in by Church, and then back up top to Daniels to reset the offense. Tipped pass into Michaela Ray on the block. And she is pushed for the first foul of the game. So the Pacers will toss it in underneath their own basket. Inbound pass goes to the left corner. Church dribbles around the perimeter, behind her back. Just pass to the right wing. Daniels back up top to Church, and they swing to the left side. Down on the block, Ray, pump fake. Puts it on the floor, underneath the basket. Dishes outside to Church, who drives from the right and is fouled on the layup attempt at the block. And will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Sophia Church making her 5th start of the season. 15 for 18 from the free throw line this season. First is up and rattles out. No good. So the score still 0-0. 9:20 left to play in the first quarter here at the Herman Athletic Center. Church is second, up and nothing but the bottom of the net. 1-0 Pacers lead. Up the floor for Pfeiffer. Pass to the top of the key. Courtney Pinion gives left side. Now back up top. Wide open for 3 is Brina Bentley. Rattles off the right side of the rim. Church comes away with the board. Pushing it down the floor for the Pacers. Spins at midcourt. Sends it to the right wing. Mariette immediately underneath, and an overthrown pass to Ballin goes out of bounds to give it back to Pfeiffer. As Pfeiffer now brings it into their own front court. Amaya McLean running point guard. Dribbles to the right block. Dumps it underneath. Spin and a missed layup off the right side of the rim by Bentley. She and Ballin both have hands on it, and shared possession will keep it with Pfeiffer. At the baseline. Clock stops, 8 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 1-0, Pacers with the lead on the inbound pass. Top of the circle. Caught by Kiera Anderson. 2 dribbles to her right and a pass to the corner. Now back up top. Bickford, the senior, drives right side. Hands off, and a short jumper from Pinion. Caught by Ballin, and here come the Pacers to the far sideline. Daniels down to the corner. Mariette back up top. Daniels inside the three-point line. 1 dribble from Church on the left, and then back to Daniels to reset. She dribbles back to the midcourt logo. Gives top of the key. Ray to the elbow. Church to Daniels for 3. 4-0 Pacers lead with 8:07 to play in the first. McLean across the timeline. Back to the basket. Defended by Mariette. Bounces to the right wing. Anderson, overhead pass up top. And Bickford, without a dribble, gives it to the left side. Drive from the wing, and this layup attempt is just short off the front side of the rim by McLean. And it will go to the Pacers after a William Peace rebound and a foul called on Brenna Bentley. Her first personal. Team third for Pfeiffer. 4-0 the Pacers lead. Mariette receives the inbound pass. Back to Church, near sideline to Daniels, and immediately out to the far side where Mariette catches and crosses midcourt to break the press for William Peace. Church receives the handoff and runs the offense. Dribbling to the left wing, back up top to Michaela Ray. Drives. Euro step into the lane and puts it up with her right. It banks in for 2, and the score is 6-0 Pacers. Timeout called for Pfeiffer as Tui Loy, their head coach, wants to recollect his team. Down 6-0, 7:23 to play in the first quarter here at the Herm. 7 minutes, 23 to play in the first quarter. Pacers 6, Falcons 0, as the visitors dribble up the floor and give on the left wing. Dribble inside by Bickford, and at the elbow she has the shot blocked from behind, but a foul called. And a late whistle as Sophia Church charged with the personal. Her first, team first, and it sends Sydney Bickford, the senior out of Concord, North Carolina, to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Bickford, a 67% shooter, sends up the first, high arcing, and it thuds off the left side of the rim and out. Still 6-0 as Bickford set for her second of 2. 7:09 to play in the first. High in the air, good spin, and it falls through to put Pfeiffer on the board for the first time tonight. Pacers have Mariette, Church, and Daniels break the press with a pass to Mariette at the far sideline, but as she got by her initial defender in the front court, a carrying violation draws a whistle and will give it back to the Falcons. With 7:02 to play here in the first quarter of action at the Herm. Pacers have won 3 of their last 4. Falcons go to Kiera Anderson on the wing. She dumps it underneath. Janasia Watson on the block, sets a high pick, gives it back outside, and off the high glass, Kiera Anderson gets the 2-point basket to fall. 6-3 now, Pacers lead by 3. 6:35 left to go in the first. Daniels catches a pass at midcourt, heaves one over her head to Michaela Ray, wide open at the left wing. She drives, too short on the first layup attempt, gets the board and puts it back in, cleaning things up herself. 2 more points for Michaela Ray. It's 8-3 with 6:20 left in the first. Falcons have it with McLean. She dribbles to the right wing and they swing around to the opposite side. Anderson holding it over her head, looking for something inside. They go to the right wing. Now back up top, McLean catches at the free throw line, drives left side and banks it in from the block. Nice move by Amaya McLean, the sophomore from Hickory, to make it 8-5, 3-point Pacers lead. Khadijah Daniels wasting no time in the front court, zips a pass to the elbow where Mariah Ballin is fouled on a jumper attempt. It was well short of the rim, but she draws contact from Janasia Watson and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 5:49 left in the first. 8-5 Pacers lead as Ballin hits her first and makes it 9-5. Ballin averaging 10.5 points per game. 63% shooter from the free throw line. Buries the second as well, and it's 10-5. Pacers in double figures with 5:45 left in the first. McLean across midcourt, dribbles with her right, hands off at the wing, and they go up top. Watson has the ball high above her head, gives right side, a dribble through the legs, and a drive on the right baseline by Sydney Bickford as she floats it in with her right. The little floater is good for 2 and brings it within 3 again. Church across midcourt, double teamed, gives up top to Mariette, out of trouble. Heaves it underneath the basket to Daniels, who puts up the layup attempt, and she is fouled. And we'll get a couple of free throws with 5:18 to play. Again, it's Janasia Watson, her second consecutive personal foul, the 5th-team foul on Pfeiffer here in the quarter. So Pacers shooting with any kind of foul from here on out for the next 5:18 as the clock reads. Daniels' first free throw after a spin on her fingers is up and in. 72.5% free throw shooter. Watson checks out for the Falcons. Pinion back in. Daniels with her second. Has it fall onto the front of the rim and through. 12-7 now, a 5-point Pacers lead. McLean picks up her dribble at the right wing. Prematurely, nothing doing, tries a bounce pass underneath, stolen by Ballin. One-handed pass forward to Sophia Church, who can't catch up with it. Nearly saves it from going out of bounds at the baseline, but not quite in time, and it goes back to Pfeiffer. Maya Johnson into the game now, the sophomore from Roxborough, to inbound it to McLean and bring it up the floor for the Falcons. McLean against Mariette. Fakes on a pass high, bounces it to the top of the key to Pinion. Dribble with her left and kicks back outside. Kiera Anderson picks up at the top of the key, puts up the right-handed baby hook, and it falls short of the rim and into the arms of Michaela Ray. Quick outlet to Khadijah Daniels. Lost it off of her foot and dives at it at midcourt. She and Anderson of Pfeiffer both got hands on it. And another jump ball. I believe this one will keep it with William Peace. Another substitution for the Falcons as Anderson checks out. Reagan Allen, the sophomore, in for Pfeiffer. Mariette on the inbound pass from the near sideline. Tosses it to the backcourt to Sophia Church to run the offense. Chest pass to the top of the circle. Ray floats it underneath. And a quick pass from Mariette to the block. Frees up Ballin for a 10-footer that falls through. 14-7. William Peace ahead by 7. 4:15 to play in the first. McLean dribbles again to the right wing. Picks up her dribble. Mariette all over, and she gives to the corner. Allen overheads it. Forward, out to the left side. Bickford, a long three is off the left far side of the rim, but rebound pulled down by Allen. Handed off at the baseline, jumper good by Courtney Pinion. Nothing but net from about 15 feet out on the right side of the basket. That's two more for Pfeiffer, and it's 14-9 with 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half, or the first quarter, excuse me. A 5-point Pacers lead here at the Herm. Pacers coming out of the timeout trying to break the Pfeiffer press. Sophia Church dribbles nearly to midcourt all on her own and gives to Menage Mariette, who hands off to Michaela Ray at the top of the circle. She points left, drives right, puts it up off of her back foot in the lane. It rims out off the right side, and Reagan Allen, a strong rebound for Pfeiffer. Quick outlet and a bounce pass forward. Bickford thinks about a three, and instead will bridle the offense, giving it to McLean. Bounce pass to Allen in the right corner. She's defended by Daniels, picks up prematurely. Daniels all over her, but back up top, and they swing it around to the left side. One dribble, and a shot by Maya Johnson for three. Skips over the top of the cylinder and into the hands of Ballin on the rebound. Daniels, after the outlet, goes forward to Mariette. Bounce pass to the top of the key. Ballin has to hit the deck for it. Gets it outside to Church across the floor. Pump fake on the three from the right wing. Michaela Ray drives, bumped, but no call as she misses the layup to the left of the basket. And Allen comes away with the rebound, so here come the Falcons. McLean with it at the top of the circle against Mariette. Floats it to the left side. Bickford, no dribble, and they swing it back to the right. Johnson zips it down to the right block, and a quick catch and shot is short of the rim by Bickford. Rebounded by the Pacers. But a whistle blown, and it's given back to Pfeiffer.
Nice job, get you quick.
Looked like maybe Michaela Ray, who rebounded, had a foot out of bounds. Inbound pass goes to the top of the key for Pfeiffer. Back to the left side. Bickford thinks about a three. Hands up top to Pinion. Pfeiffer, all five of their players on the outskirts of the perimeter. Pass to the left corner. Pinion drives, dumps it from block to block. Johnson's first attempt no good. Second falling away. Skips off of the front side of the rim, and a foul called, as Mariette will be charged with the personal. Johnson to the free throw line to shoot two. 2 minutes, 13 seconds remain in the first quarter, as it's a 5-point Pacers lead. Johnson's first of two rattles in, and Pfeiffer has double figures. 14-10 the Pacers lead. Johnson, a 67% free throw shooter. Bricks the second off the back of the rim, and the rebound to Mariette of the Pacers. All the way down the floor. Michaela Ray with it in the corner. Kicks back up top to Daniels, who will direct traffic and walk it to the midcourt logo. Under 2 minutes to play in the first. Pass to the top of the key. Out to Church on the left wing. Hits Ray Cutting, who is stopped dead in her tracks at the free throw line and has it stolen away. Daniels nearly takes it right back, but Pfeiffer with it in the backcourt, easily bringing things forward. Allen catches on the right wing. They swing across. Bickford now with it on the left wing. Against Church, no dribble. Gives to Pinion up top. And now to Johnson on the wing. Baseball throw to the top of the circle. Allen pump fakes on the three. Drives well short of the rim on the layup attempt, and Ballin has the rebound for the Pacers to the near sideline. Church inside the three-point line. Dribbles to the right side. Hands to Mariette for the three-point shot, and it thuds off the back of the rim. Johnson with the rebound for Pfeiffer. Now Allen has it in the front court for the Falcons. Sending it to the right wing. Bickford. Hesitation. Drives. Sends it skying over the rim, and rebounded by Daniels, who streaks down the far sideline now for the Pacers. Inside the lane. Kicks out. Baseline. Left-handed jumper from Church. Sails over the rim and bounces out of bounds at the far corner to give it back to Pfeiffer. The air ball and the miss leaves us with under a minute to play in the first quarter. 55.7 seconds remain in the period. Maya Johnson, Aaliyah May in the backcourt to bring it forward. Both sophomores for the Falcons. May across the timeline. Bounces to the right side. McLean, an overhead pass to the right block. Pinion gives back up top of the key. Grace Herman catches and shoots, and it's in. Nothing but net, but hold up a whistle could possibly negate the basket. And so the basket does count as we receive clarification. Grace Herman with the made shot, the freshman from Maiden, North Carolina, but a foul off the ball committed against Michaela Ray, who will walk it all the way down the other side of the floor to shoot two, as Ray's first free throw of the evening is up and off the front side of the rim and out. Ray, the Pacers' leading scorer, 16 points, 12.5 rebounds per game. A 70% free throw shooter is her second bangs home with 42.5 seconds left in the quarter. 15-12 Pacers lead here in the first stanza. May gives to McLean on the right side again. Identical play with a pass to Pinion on the right block, but her jumper falling away is off the front of the rim and boarded by Michaela Ray. Slowly gets the outlet to Daniels. 20 seconds left to play. Just a 1 second difference between that and the shot clock. So 14 to shoot for the Pacers as Ballin has it at the top of the circle. Swung around right side. Ray catches a pass on the right block. Sneaks a bounce pass to the corner, and Daniels buries the three. 18-12, a 6-point lead for the Pacers. 2 seconds remaining. And the Pfeiffer unaware of the time on the clock as it ran down in the first quarter of action. Doesn't get a shot off. And will end the first period down 6. Pacers ahead by that same 6. 18-12 here at the Herm on the Pacers Sports Network. Following a quarter of action here at the Herman Athletic Center, William Peace leads Pfeiffer 18-12 as the Falcons, visiting in their all blacks, will toss it in from the far sideline and begin the second quarter with possession. Amaya McLean handling against Mariette, the defender for the Pacers, dribbles to the right wing and bounces up top to Brina Bentley. Works her way by a defender in Ballin, drives right side, but a charge as she hits the layup, and Michaela Ray was on that block, stood her ground the whole time. And that's number 3 on Brina Bentley. Foul trouble for the sophomore out of Chester, Virginia. Team foul number 1 of the second quarter for Pfeiffer. Deja Umstead into the contest for the first time tonight for the Pacers, dribbling at the near sideline and gives toward midcourt to Daniels to run the offense for William Peace. Kicks to the right side. Umstead catches on the wing, thinks about it. The 3 is in, nothing but net. Deja has been very streaky, but very hot as of late from beyond the arc. It's 21-12 after her first made basket. Bounce pass for Pfeiffer to the right side. Nobody there. It scrambles away. Intended for Kiera Anderson, but it skips out of bounds at the baseline and gives it back to the Pacers. No look pass from Daniels in the backcourt. Misread by Umstead, and it's out of bounds at the near sideline. So just in front of the scorer's table, Pfeiffer will toss it in with 9 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the half. As Anderson, to trigger it in, goes to McLean in the backcourt, who will walk it forward. Against Mariette, crosses from right to left, now back in her right hand, picks up her dribble and gives on the wing. Anderson has it above her head, up top, Bickford dumps it underneath the half circle. Falling away, Maya Johnson gets it to roll in for 2. 21-14 now, a 7-point lead for the Pacers with 8:40 to play in the second. Daniels finds a seam in the middle of the floor, bounces it to the left side. Ballin puts it up from 8 feet out, and it rattles in. 23-14. Mariah Ballin hits her second shot of the evening and has 6 to lead the way for the Pacers. McLean with a bounce pass to Anderson on the right wing, again with it above her head. Fakes a pass left, drives right against Daniels, floats it up from the block, and it sails over the rim into the arms of Mariette. Quick outlet to Daniels, and the Pacers now with it in their front court. Daniels dribbling on the right wing, looking underneath, nothing doing, so she goes center court to Michaela Ray, dribbling with her left, blows by the defender McLean, but can't hit the layup. It skips off the front of the rim. Pinion the rebound, quick outlet to the near sideline. McLean against Umstead, dribbles to the right wing and draws contact, whistle blown and a foul called against Asia Umstead, her first personal, first team foul for Pacers
Let's go, triangle.
in the second quarter. 7:48 to play until halftime. Inbound pass goes to Bickford, top of the circle. Chest pass to the left. McLean gives back to Bickford immediately, and now to Johnson on the right wing. Looking underneath, overheads it to Pinion, now swung around to the left side. Bickford tries a pass underneath, intended for Johnson, but knocked away, and a foul called against Mariah Ballin of William Peace. Team foul number 2 for the Pacers. For Ballin, it's her first personal, and it stops the clock at 7:34 here in the second, with McLean to trigger it in from underneath Pfeiffer's own basket. Floats it to the top of the circle. Bickford zips a pass to a cutting Anderson, who puts it up and draws the foul at the right block. And will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. A quick second foul for Mariah Ballin, who will presumably check out as Amy Hockaday knelt at midcourt, is ready to enter the game for the first time tonight. She does, in fact, grab Ballin after Anderson's first free throw is off the back of the iron and no good. Anderson just a 40% free throw shooter. Sends the second to ricochet off the back of the iron, rebounded by Mariette. Forwards a pass all the way up the floor. Umstead tries the left-handed layup with her shot altered, but it's off the bottom of the backboard, and Pfeiffer gets the board. Pinion, run dribble after catching at the right wing, puts up the jumper inside the three-point line, and is fouled. Another one against Deja Umstead, who thought she was straight up in the air with her defense. Scrambling to recover and catch up to the wide-open Pinion. And a timeout called by Coach Graham Smith in his first season at the helm for William Peace, which still leads by 9, 23-14. 7 minutes, 17 seconds until the half here at the Herm. Just a 30-second timeout for William Peace with 7 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second quarter here on the Pacers Sports Network. Courtney Pinion to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's yet to miss a free throw this season as her first hits the front of the rim and rattles through to make it 23-15. Pinion averages just over 7.5 points per game for the Falcons. Sends up her second, and it sticks to the front of the rim, rolling out for her first miss from the stripe of the season. Daniels with the rebound for William Peace to the near sideline. Mariette streaks across midcourt, draws double coverage, bounces it underneath. Hockaday wide open on the look from Daniels, and banks it in for 2 from the left side. It's now a 10-point lead for William Peace. Under 7 minutes until the break. McLean across midcourt. Dribbling with her right against Mariette, floats it to the left wing. Anderson catches and passes to the block. Pinion overheads it to the right wing. Handed off by McLean to Bickford, whose three-point shot is short off the front of the rim. Hockaday with the rebound, and the Pacers now with it. She hands to Mariette for the outlet. Setting the offense up, Mariette gives back to Daniels. She dribbles to the right. Top of the circle, Hockaday tries to float it to the elbow. Intended for Shania Taylor, but stolen away by McLean. Weaves between a couple of Pacers defenders and puts a right-handed layup off the bottom of the rim, boarded by William Peace. And a foul called against Kiera Anderson after the rebound. Anderson's first is the second team foul on Pfeiffer with 6:17 to play in the second. As Jonasia Watson, the senior, checks back in, as well as Reagan Allen for Pfeiffer. They'll grab Johnson and Anderson of the Falcons. Mariette sprints across the timeline for William Peace. Gives to the right to Michaela Ray, but she kicks back out to Daniels. Around to the left side, Taylor tried to float it up to the elbow. It's smacked right back to her. Good defense by McLean, but Taylor with a second chance. Now sends it a backdoor pass. Hockaday, one dribble, falling away in the lane. Puts it off the backboard, too strong. It's rebounded by Allen, who hands off to McLean. Pfeiffer with it in the front court. McLean inside the three-point line. Gives outside, wide open for 3. Bickford was, but dumps it underneath to Watson, who misses the layup, and it's boarded by Daniels. 3-on-3. Daniels inside the three-point line, step back and buries the 15-footer. 27-15, a 12-point lead for the Pacers with 5:20 to play in the second. Amaya McLean dribbling with her right, just outside the three-point line for Pfeiffer. Directing traffic, tries to bounce it underneath, and it's swatted away by Michaela Ray, out of bounds at the near corner. For Pfeiffer to toss it in underneath their own basket. McLean will inbound it. This is from the right side of the basket. Finds Allen on the right wing. Overhead pass to the left. Bickford passes up on a 3 again. Gives to Pinion. Back out to Bickford. Catch and shoot. Nothing but net this time. Bickford buries it from deep, and it's 27-18 within 9. Pacers lead. 4:52 to play in the second quarter. Khadijah Daniels receives a handoff from Mariette in the front court. High pass Received high by Michaela Ray at the free throw line. She spins in the lane, banks it in, and the foul. Potential three-point play here for Michaela Ray of the Pacers, who lead it by 11, 29-18, their largest lead yet. And that's the third personal foul on Watson, who will immediately exit the contest in favor of Maya Johnson. Third team foul on Pfeiffer in this quarter. 4:40 remaining. Ray's free throw is up and in. She shoots 70% on the season, and she shoots a lot of them, in the top 10 in the country in free throw attempts for an individual player. 30-18, 12-point lead for the Pacers. Reagan Allen catches on the right wing for Pfeiffer. Up to Bickford. Pump fake on the three. Floater in the lane. Thuds off the backboard and out, and an offensive foul call. Michaela Ray again standing her ground in the paint. Draws the charge, and it gives it back to William Peace. Daniels and Shania Taylor will be joined by Menage Mariette in the backcourt to break the press with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second. Daniels all alone center court, sprints across the timeline. Tosses a pass to the left side, stolen by Allen in stride, bounce pass forward, and McLean has an easy layup off of the steal for Pfeiffer. Daniels across midcourt again now for the Pacers. Picks up her dribble, doubled, but bailed out on the right by Mariette. Forwarded. The pass to the left block. Hockaday's first attempt no good. Gets her own rebound, and too strong on the second. It's over the backboard, or over the rim, off the backboard rather, and pulled in by McLean. Pfeiffer now with it, top of the circle. 3:45 left in the second. McLean dribbles with her right against Mariette. Hands off to Allen on the right wing. To Bickford in the corner, now on the block. Falling away, Pinion, nice fake. And hits the fadeaway jumper for two, 30-22. The lead now pulled within 8 for William Peace. Daniels dribbling on the far sideline. Gives up top of the circle. Ray, a lot of momentum, drives left side, but a two-handed layup is too strong. It's off the top of the glass and then the front of the rim, but batted away on a rebound attempt. Last touched by Maya Johnson, thus last touched by the Falcons. And Pacers ball, but some deliberation and a quick reversal. Gives it back to Pfeiffer. Grace Herman checks back into the contest for the Falcons. 1 for 1 from the field. 2 points for the freshman. 30-22. Pfeiffer inbounds it from Johnson to McLean. He dribbles in to their half-court set. To Reagan Allen on the right wing. Up top to Herman. She swings it to the left side. Now underneath. Johnson. No look past Pinion on the right block, who banks it in for two. 30-24. The lead has been cut in half in the past minute of play. 2:47 left in the second. Sophia Church catches on the right wing, drives right side, has it punched away from behind, and it's reeled in by Allen. Here comes Pfeiffer to the center of the floor. McLean driving in the lane, lost a handle on her pass attempt to Herman on the right wing. Church comes away with the steal. Numbers for the Pacers, and the pass overthrown ahead. She tried to bounce it to Shania Taylor, who could not catch up, and it's out of bounds to give it back to Pfeiffer with 2:25 left in the half. 30-24, Pacers lead. McLean hands to Allen again on that right side. Overhead pass to the right block. Pinion again falling away from the block after one dribble. This one not quite as pretty. It thuds off the front of the rim, but falls through and gets a shooter's roll. 4-point game, 30-26. As the Pacers reeling a little bit here. Daniels from the left wing gives up top. Mariette, now Taylor on the right side to the block where Michaela Ray finds a cutting Mariette. Her shot's swatted away. It's reeled back in by Daniels, who can't hit from the left block. Off the backboard and into the arms of a Pfeiffer rebounder. Maya Johnson comes away with it. McLean on the outlet. 1:39 to play. Dribbles to the right side. Now drives baseline. At the block is double team, bailed out by Herman, who sends an overhead pass to the opposite corner to Pinion. Nothing doing inside, so she gives back outside to Allen. Johnson hands off. McLean drives left side, kicks out. Allen for three. Ricochets off the back of the rim, and a high rebound pulled in by Church. She's pushing the tempo for the Pacers. Nearly lost her dribble at the right wing. Tried to get it out to Shania Taylor, and it's smacked out of bounds. Last touch by Pfeiffer, who batted the pass away, but maybe a traveling call on Sophia Church prior to, or a carry as she bounced it above her head before reeling it in and attempting the pass. Either way, it's Pfeiffer basketball, 1:10 to play in the second quarter. Aaliyah May dribbles across midcourt. One-handed pass to the elbow where Reagan Allen receives it and overheads it to the left wing. Pass underneath from May, stolen as Daniels jumped it in front of Johnson. On the other end, Daniels has her pass stolen away but knocks it away immediately and comes away with it. So a chance for the Pacers to slow things down in a half-court set. To Church to center things up. She dribbles to the right, pointing to her left. To Michaela Ray, to the top of the key. Taylor drives to the left side and floats it in off the high glass with her left. 32-26, a 6-point Pacers lead with under 30 seconds left in the half. 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Falcons have 14 to shoot as May handles against Mariette. Crosses from left to right, pointing underneath, bounces it to the left elbow. Johnson pivots, drives, kicks out to the right side, back to the right block. Johnson falling away as the shot clock expires, and it rims out to the left side. Ray pulls in the board and allows the game clock to run out as we've reached halftime with your score. William Peace 32, Pfeiffer 26, a 6-point Pacers lead at the break here at the Herm.
Stay tuned. Peace Pacers basketball is coming up. 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 Stay tuned. Peace Pacers basketball is coming up.
Almost time for the second half of action here at the Herman Athletic Center on the campus of William Peace University. The Pacers women's basketball team with a 6-point lead at the break, 32-26 over the visiting Falcons of Pfeiffer University, who retake the floor with their starters. As it'll be Amaya McLean, Brina Bentley, Courtney Pinion, Sydney Bickford, and Kiera Anderson. Bentley with a few fouls in the first half, only played 2 minutes. Pacers will have the basketball as their starters are back into the contest. Khadijah Daniels on the inbound pass sends it to the backcourt as the Pacers now operate from my left to right to Sophia Church in the backcourt. She brings it up and gives center court to Daniels. 2-3 defense now on by Pfeiffer. Church penetrates, kicks out to the right side, now into the far corner as Michaela Ray skips a pass intended for Khadijah Daniels out of bounds at the sideline to give it back to Pfeiffer. Menajah Mariette and Mariah Ballin also with those three in the lineup to begin the Pacers' second half. McLean across midcourt for Pfeiffer. Overhead pass to the left side just inside the three-point line. Anderson swings it all the way to the right wing. Back to Anderson, an overhead pass from McLean. She drives, kicks out, right side. McLean, foot was on the line, but it's good for two. She buries it, nothing but net, 32-28. 9:10 to play in the third quarter. McLean with 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting for the Falcons. Church gives to Daniels across midcourt, and now back to Church to run the offense. She dribbles through her legs on the right corner. Up top to Daniels to the left block. Ray pivots, pump fake, puts it on the floor. One dribble and banks it in from the right side. Nifty finger roll for Michaela Ray, who's now in double figures with 10. 34-28, back to a 6-point lead for the Pacers. 8:40 to play in the third. Bounce pass skipped from McLean to Anderson on the right side. Up top, Bickford receives and gives left side. McLean puts it on the floor once, gives Anderson on the right wing. Bounced underneath, and Bentley can't get the layup to fall. It's off the back of the iron, rebounded by Daniels, who streaks all alone on the far sideline and banks it in with her left, coast to coast after the rebound. 36-28. Khadijah Daniels leads all scorers with 12. 8:10 to play in the third. Pass bounced and knocked away. Stolen by Menajah Mariette. She's by herself in the front court and gets an easy right-handed lay-in to make it a double-digit lead for William Peace once more. 38-28. They've led by as many as 12 in the first half. Under 8 to play in the third. Overhead pass to Pinion at the top of the circle. Ray stabbed at it, but remained in defensive position. Now they swing it back to the left side. Pinion, the short jumper off the far side of the rim. Daniels the rebound. receives the instruction from Graham Smith, let's go, and is tripped up from behind by her defender Anderson after blowing right by her near midcourt. Kiera Anderson charged with the foul. That's her second, team first of the third quarter for Pfeiffer. The inbound from Mariette goes up top to Church to run the offense. Sends it around the perimeter to the left, back up top, Daniels. Now Church receives on the right wing, dribbles behind her back, nothing doing. Tried to sneak it with a bounce pass onto the block to Michaela Ray, but stolen away by Pinion, and she gets the outlet to McLean. Inside the three-point line, McLean hands off to Bickford. Pass floated to the left side. Anderson slows it down and crosses from left to right inside the paint. Gicks to the right block. Pinion, a hesitation, but banks it in from the right side, able to get her defender Michaela Ray in the air prior to sending up the shot, and it brings it within 8, 38-30, with 6:45 to play in the quarter. Mariette at midcourt, gives right side. Church lofts it underneath to Ballin, who's fouled as she shoots just outside the semicircle. And it bounces off the front of the rim and to the far corner to be retrieved for a couple of Mariah Ballin free throws. She's 2 for 2 from the stripe so far tonight, 6 points on the evening. Her first is up and off the left side of the rim and out. So Ballin, who shoots 63% from the stripe, sends up the tail end, and it's in, nothing but net. 6:43 to play in the third, 39-30. McLean across midcourt for Pfeiffer. She dribbles to the right. Left-handed pass to Pinion. Up top, picks up her dribble prematurely against Ray. Gives left side to Anderson. Back up top to Bentley and swung around to the right side. As Pinion assesses the scene, nothing doing. Hands off to McLean outside the three-point line. 7 on the shot clock for Pfeiffer. Pass to Bentley in the left corner. Floated. She dribbles inside. Puts it up in the paint. A couple of air balls after she gets her own rebound, and it's pulled in by Mariah Ballin. Pacers on the move. Out to the wing. Ray in stride. Can't hit the left-handed layup, and it's pulled in by Pinion. Pfeiffer now doesn't have numbers, 3 on 4, but McLean penetrates, kicks outside, and Bentley shuffled her feet before taking off for the basket. Traveling violation to give it back to the Pacers. With 5:56 to play in the third quarter. 39-30, a 9-point William Peace lead. Inbound pass goes to Mariette. She's streaking the near sideline. Riding her hip the entire way is Bickford. Kicks back to midcourt, and Church will run the O. Top of the circle, Ray, touch pass underneath. Mariette drives right side. Puts up an errant shot off the near side of the rim. Gets her own board and gets it to Ballin, who is too strong on the 5-footer. Tried to bank it in, but it rattles off the front side of the rim. She scrambles for the rebound and commits a foul. So for Ballin, that's her third personal. The first team foul of this third quarter for William Peace results in Pfeiffer basketball. Bentley checks out, as does Anderson. In comes Maya Johnson, as well as Reagan Allen back into the contest for Pfeiffer. McLean dribbling across the timeline. Crosses from left to right. Looking at the wing, floats it up, and received by Allen. Overhead pass to the top of the circle. Bickford, pump fake on the 3, penetrates right back out to Allen. Now it gets back to Bickford on the right side. She drives against Church, kicks to the left side. Johnson on ball and back to the basket, fading away as she picks up at the elbow. It rattles off the front side of the rim, skipping over the cylinder, and a foul called against Mariah Ballin. William Peace coaching staff not at all happy with that one, as they believe Ballin to have been straight up. Johnson was falling away on the shot as her first free throw is up and off the back of the iron. No good. Ballin's 4th personal foul sends her to the bench. Amy Hockaday comes back in for the Pacers. 2 points, 2 rebounds in 4 minutes in the first half for her. Second free throw for Johnson off the right side of the rim. Church with the rebound. Trying to get it across midcourt. It's batted away by Bickford, but Mariette comes away with it. Church has to pick herself up off the floor. and receives a handoff from Mariette. Already down to 15 on the shot clock for the Pacers. Chest pass to Hockaday at the top of the circle. Bickford, aggressive on the defense, can't come away with it to the baseline. Ray, overhead pass underneath, intended for Hockaday, knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by Pfeiffer. Good defense by Pinion of the Falcons. Mariette to trigger it in. Breaks off the play, goes to the right wing. Church thinks about the three. Regains it, drives right side. Pull-up jumper from 5 feet out with 4 on the shot clock. And a high bounce sends it off the backside of the rim to be rebounded by Pfeiffer. Outlet to McLean. She's inside the three-point line. Gives out to Allen. Back to McLean on that right wing. Dribbles to center herself up against Mariette. Passes to the right wing. Allen loses her handle, and it's stolen by Mariette. She had momentum all alone in front and banks it in from the left block after the pro hop in the lane, just in case somebody was behind her trying to block it. She switched up the timing a little bit, makes it 41-30 with the make. Allen catches on the right wing for Pfeiffer. Overhead pass to Bickford. And they swing it around left side. Now underneath against Hockaday. Johnson spins and puts it up off the back of the rim. Hockaday a rebound for the Pacers with 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Khadijah Daniels receives the outlet pass and will slow things down as the Pacers enter their half-court set. From the left wing, Daniels gives up top. Hockaday fakes a pass underneath and sends it to the right side to Church. Reversing it around the perimeter. Daniels has it. One-handed pass to the elbow. Ray drives right side, bumped and banks it in. A chance for three the hard way for Michaela Ray, and the Pacers' lead is as large as it's been tonight. 43-13. They're ahead by 43-30. Excuse me. They're ahead by 13. With 3:22 left in the third, make it 14. Ray steps up and buries the free throw. McLean across midcourt, brings it forward for Pfeiffer. 3:15 to play in the third. Bounces to Allen on the right side. Back up top, Bickford. Familiar look offensively for Pfeiffer. From the left wing, they send it underneath. Johnson kicks out to the right corner. Pinion for three. It skies over the rim and just barely grazes the far side. Into the hands of Church, who rebounds and will bring it up the floor for the Pacers leisurely. 2:49 and counting down left here in the third quarter. Church from the left wing. Pacers swinging around the right side. Daniels catches and thinks about a three. Reverses it, now back to Daniels, top of the key. Ray, one dribble, steps back, and it rattles out the 10-footer. Rebound pulled in by Allen, and Pfeiffer has it after an outlet pass to McLean. Chest passes to the left wing. Bickford, hesitation, fires the three, and it's off back of the rim, but rebounded in the near corner by Pinion, who drives against Ray, picks up her dribble, it's the inside the lane. Kicks out to McLean, dribbling within the perimeter. Now out to Bickford on the left wing. 15 on the shot clock. Pinion receives a handoff, drives baseline. Shot knocked away. The block for Ray as she reels it in and gives to Daniels. Forwarded pass from Daniels all the way up underneath the basket. Mariette puts up the layup and is hacked from behind by Bickford, who is favoring her face and her nose. I would imagine she took a Mariette's shoulder. Naji Mariette, first free throw of the evening, is up and in. She has 5 as it's a 15-point Pacers lead, 45-30. Bickford exits to get checked on after the injury. Watson, Bentley, and Herman check back in for the Falcons as Mariette's second free throw sticks to the front of the rim and rolls off. Rebounded by Bentley and an outlet to McLean. Against Mariette, McLean crosses from right to left. Picks up her dribble at the wing. Tries to lob it underneath to Watson, and it sails out of bounds, overthrown. To give it back to the Pacers, Church and Daniels in the backcourt. Waved on as Naji Mariette to join them. as Khadijah Daniels setting something up just in case this full court press gives them problems. Into Mariette. She sends it back to the center of the floor to Sophia Church, who dribbles across midcourt. Against Aaliyah May, the defender for Pfeiffer. Chest pass, top of the circle. Ray catches, looks underneath, and gives to the left wing. Mariette, one dribble. Up top to Daniels. Now to the top of the key. Ray shifts to the right of the basket and can't get the bank shot to fall. It rattles out and is a strong rebound down to Watson. May with it for the Falcons. Pass to the left wing. 1:10 to play in the third. Underneath, Watson spins and fires with her right and draws the foul against Amy Hockaday. So Watson will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Hockaday's first is the third team foul on the Pacers in the third quarter. 1:07 the clock reads. And a 45-30 lead for William Peace. Watson with her first free throw on the way. She's scoreless so far tonight, as that one is up and thuds off the back of the rim, rolling off the right side, no good. So 0 for 1 from the free throw line, as she is 0 for 1 from the field in 5 minutes of action. The senior, a 75% free throw shooter on the year. Her second is up, high arcing, and an air ball. Short of the rim. For the Pacers, Lanisha Hawkins has checked in, the sophomore out of Cottrell, North Carolina. Her first minutes of the season, as she's in with Church, Daniels, Mariette, and Ray. Church with the basketball on the left wing. Gives up top, under a minute to play in the third. Daniels zips it to the left block. Pass intended for Michaela Ray, pulled in by Hawkins after it was batted away. And now a scramble for the basketball, leaves it with the Pacers. Ray dumps it inside the three-point line to the elbow, where it's received by Daniels and a whistle is blown. Foul called against Aaliyah May of Pfeiffer. And in the bonus, Daniels will go to the free throw line to shoot two as the clock is stopped in the third quarter at 37.7 seconds. And the Pacers continuing to lead by 15. They're on a 13-2 run in this quarter. Daniels first is up and rattles home to make it 46-30, a 16-point Pacers lead now. Daniels' second leading scorer on the team, nearly 15 points per game. 73% free throw shooter, as her second is up and hits every part of the inside of the rim, but Hawkins the offensive rebound. She dribbles out to the three-point line and hands it back to Daniels. As we're now under 30 seconds left in the third, Daniels dribbles at midcourt. Very slow. Hawkins blocking out her opponent, looking for a ball, as she and Daniels make eye contact and laugh it off. They swing it around the left side. 5 on the shot clock for the Pacers. Church catches, drives, pro hop at the right block and floats it up underhanded with her right. Nifty shot by Sophia Church. Makes it 48-30. May across midcourt. Heaves one up as the clock hits 0 in quarter number 3. And what a quarter it was for William Peace. Outscoring the Falcons 16-4 in that stanza. Pacers were 6 of 12, 50% from the floor, while surrendering just 2 of 10 from the floor for Pfeiffer. And it results in an 18-point differential going into the fourth quarter. We'll reset the clock for 10 more minutes of basketball. 18-point lead for the Pacers here at the Herm. Fourth quarter we go. Pacers 48, Falcons 30. As Pfeiffer triggers it in at the far sideline, right at midcourt. Brina Bentley inbounds it to Amaya McLean here at the Herm. McLean, premature, picking up her dribble at midcourt, bounces it to the right side where Kiera Anderson catches. Nearly has it knocked away by Khadijah Daniels, and Pfeiffer swings it around the left side. Underneath, Bentley pivots, steps with her right, puts it up with her left, and banks it in against Ballin, the defender, who has 3 fouls and looked to be a little tentative defensively for the Pacers. 48-32. William Peace still ahead by 16. Church spins and dribbles across midcourt out of double coverage. 2-3 zone for Pfeiffer. As the pass goes to the top of the circle, Ray hands to Daniels. Overhead to the left side, Mariette catches but has it knocked away. It was touched by Anderson, reeled in by McLean. Steps across the attempt to draw a charge by Mariette and banks it in with her right to make it 48-34. So a quick 4 points here in the fourth quarter, a minute in for Pfeiffer. Church dribbling at the right wing for William Peace. Chest pass up top and they swing it left side to Mariette. Now back top of the circle. Daniels lobs it to the right wing. Ballin pulls up from 14 feet out and drills it. 50-34 now the score. As Mariah Ballin has 9 points and hasn't missed a shot from the field. Pass to the left block. Pinion spinning away after one dribble. Has it roll off the backside of the rim, and shared possession between Peace's Khadijah Daniels and Brina Bentley of Pfeiffer results in a jump ball that gives it back to William Peace. 8:21 to play with a 50-34 lead. Mariette at the near sideline. Sends 2 passes to the left side as the Pacers break the press. Now a bounce pass top of the circle to Mariette. She intended it to the elbow to Michaela Ray, but it was deflected and right into the arms of Ballin, who can't get the layup to go from the right block off the near side of the rim. Bentley with the rebound as she hands to McLean. Pfeiffer into the front court. McLean, stutter step, drives right side, kicks to the corner. Pinion, nothing doing, gives to Bickford on the right wing. Penetration and now out to Anderson from the left, who drives and is fouled at the top of the key prior to a layup attempt. And the foul charged to Michaela Ray, who was not the on-ball defender, but her first personal. It's the first team foul for Peace in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass goes to a cutting Bentley, who can't get the left-handed layup to go. Ballin with the rebound, and here comes William Peace. Forward to Daniels, and she commits an offensive foul. Tried to weave around the defender Anderson, who had her feet set the entire time, and caught her with a hip that knocked her to the floor. That's Daniels' first personal. Second team foul on William Peace for the fourth quarter. 7.5 minutes and counting down remaining in the game. 50-34, William Peace lead. McLean into the front court. Hands it on the right side. Anderson holding it high above her head. Finally dribbles to her right. Pulls up from 15 feet. And it rattles through. 50-36. Anderson with just 4 points on the day. And a traveling violation as Daniels receives the inbound pass, trying to break the press for William Peace. Pfeiffer with it underneath their own basket. 14-point game, 7:11 to play. Pass to the outskirts of the perimeter to Bickford. She passes right, receives it back, dumps it underneath. Pinion spins from 10 feet out and fires off the backside of the rim. It rolls off the far side. Bentley again in on the action for Pfeiffer with shared possession with William Peace's Mariah Ballin. And this time the jump ball gives it back to Pfeiffer, but not before a timeout called by Graham Smith and the William Peace University Pacers. WPU leads at 50-36, 7:01 to play in the fourth. Huddles break defensively for the Pacers. Same five: Church, Daniels, Ballin, Mariette, and Ray. McLean on the inbound pass for Pfeiffer. Hits a wide open Anderson on the right block, and she gets an easy lay-in for two on the set piece. 50-38, it's within 12. Pacers still ahead by double figures. Church crosses from left to right against McLean to clear space and enter the front court for the Pacers. She drives right side, inside the perimeter, pivots, underhands a pass to Daniels, cutting on the left side, and she can't get the layup to go. A little too strong as it's off the far side of the rim. Boarded by Anderson of Pfeiffer. McLean running the offense, takes it herself, drives right side, falling away, puts it short of the rim and into the hands of Michaela Ray. So back to the Pacers. The ball quickly goes after one shot. Outlet to Daniels, and she'll run the offense in the half-court set. Waving traffic, zips it to Mariette at the free throw line, catches, turns, and shoots, and it rolls in. Two more for Menage Mariette. It's 52-38. Mariette with 7 points on the day on 3 of 6 from the field. Under 6 to play. Anderson catches on the left wing for Pfeiffer. Floats it down on the block to Pinion. Back to the basket. Hits the pass to the right wing, and McLean's three is off back of the iron. Rebounded by Michaela Ray, but she tripped over Anderson, who had lost her footing and hit the floor. And a foul called against Pinion, whose contact forced Ray into the fallen Falcon. So the Pacers now with an inbound pass and will traverse the length of the court. Church gets around her defender Bickford and streaks down the floor. Now dribbling to the left wing, waving Mariette to the opposite side. One-handed bounce pass, top of the circle. Ray, top of the key. Daniels, one dribble, step back to the left side and floats it up and in as it gets a good roll off the front side of the rim. 54-38, a 16-point Pacers lead once more. 5:10 to play in the fourth. Kiera Anderson handles on the right wing for Pfeiffer. Deals a pass up top. Bickford with a hand in her face, fires up a long three, and it sticks to the back of the rim and falls off. Rebound goes down to Michaela Ray. That's her 10th and another double-double for the Pacers junior. Church at the near sideline, dribbles out of traffic and will slow things down. Navigates to the left side of the offense, gives up top, and to the right, a chest pass from Daniels to Mariette, back to Daniels, faked underneath, picks up, gives to Mariette on the right side, jumped on the ball is Bentley, and she scrambles for it, falls at midcourt, bounces up to Anderson, forward, the bounce pass to McLean, and the left-handed layup is in. 4:25 to play, 54-40, the Pacers lead. Pass to Mariette, breaks the timeline. She dribbles to the left wing, gives up top to Mariah Ballin. Floated to the elbow. Daniels goes high-low. Backdoor pass to Michaela Ray, who puts it up from the right block. A little too strong, just barely rolls off the front of the rim, but foul called, and Ray will go to the line to shoot two with 4:07 left. As it's called against Kiera Anderson, her third. Second team foul. Ray, 70% shooter at the line, steps up for her first. It thuds off the front side of the rim, but rolling forward, falls through to make it 55-40. Johnson and May back in for Pfeiffer. McLean and Bentley check out. Also in is Reagan Allen, as they are joined by Pinion and Bickford to be the 5 for Pfeiffer. The second of two up for Michaela Ray, and it rattles in. 56-40. Ray now with 15 points, 10 rebounds on the night. Pfeiffer gets it up the floor. Johnson to Bickford, back to Johnson, top of the circle. Bickford now with it on the right wing after a chest pass. Assesses the scene, steps back, fires for three, and it rolls in. Not afraid to shoot with a defender right there in her grill. And she makes it 56-42, 14-point Pacers lead still. Church across midcourt and hands to Mariette. Another 2-3 defense by Pfeiffer. Mariette dribbles inside the three-point line, pulls up, and it thuds off the right side of the rim, batted away out of bounds. Last touch by the Pacers on the rebound attempt So Pfeiffer will inbound it with 3.5 to play. Aaliyah May brings it across. Bounces to Allen on the right wing. High above her head, she passes to Bickford, top of the circle. To May now on the left side. Dumped to the block, Johnson. Turns, fires, too strong on the layup attempt, but underneath the outstretched arm of Mariah Ballin, she draws contact and the foul. And for Ballin, that's number 5, so she's DQ'd. She's not thrilled with the call and will have to be replaced with 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Lanisha Hawkins will see her second stint of playing time. The sophomore entered the game earlier, seeing her first minutes of the season as Maya Johnson sends up the first of 2 free throws and buries it nothing but net. Johnson now 2 for 5 from the stripe, 4 points to her name, as she is a 67% shooter. Sends up the second and drills it. 56-44, 12-point lead for the Pacers, 3 minutes to play. Church across midcourt against May. And now Pfeiffer resets into his own defense. Good hesitation by Ray on the layup attempt underneath the basket after the pass caught from Church, but it rolls off the far side of the rim and no good. Allen with the rebound, and here comes Pfeiffer to May in the front court. Back to Allen on the right wing against Daniels. Overhead pass to the block. Pinion steps back after one dribble. Thinks about the long 2. Instead gives back up to Allen. Handoff on the right wing. Pinion again. Pulls up 15 feet out, and it's off the front of the rim. Hawkins the rebound. Pushing the tempo on the near sideline. Stutter step and kicks back up top, where the Pacers will reset with Daniels to run the offense. 2:15 to play. And a 12-point Pacers lead, 56-44. Overhead pass, top of the key. Hawkins catches, sends it out to the left wing. Mariette behind the basket to Michaela Ray. Caught Hawkins in the paint, floats it up, and it's off the back of the iron. Can't get it to fall as she claps her hands in frustration. And rebound down to Pfeiffer, under 2 to play. Pinion catches in the left corner. Pump fake and drives baseline and absolutely throttles the shot at the low part of the backboard, and it banks in from the opposite side of the basket to reel it back within 10 for Pfeiffer. Timeout called, 56-46. Pacers ahead by 10. 30-second TO for Pfeiffer with 1:48 to play. Mariah Ballin has fouled out for the Pacers. Other than that, no other player for William Peace has more than 2 fouls. And the only one in that case is Deja Umstead. A smattering of 1 personal foul apiece for nearly everyone else that's played for the Pacers tonight. And exiting the timeout, it will be William Peace ball. 1:48 on the clock, 10-point lead for the Pacers. Inbound pass from Church goes to Mariette, who gets by her defender Anderson and streaks into the front court. Didn't see her coming from behind, and Anderson comes away with the steal though. Dribbling with her right, floats it up from the right side of the lane, and it banks in. 56-48, it's within single digits for the first time this half. And a pass to midcourt goes to Michaela Ray. She spins out of trouble and hands off to Church with 1:20 to play to reset.
No foul, no foul, no foul,
Church dribbles to her right, hands to Daniels, and a handsy Bentley commits the personal foul. That's her 4th for Pfeiffer,
200,
team 3rd.
200.
Bentley was in some serious foul trouble at the beginning of the contest. 3 fouls in just about 5 minutes on the floor. Inbound pass for the Pacers. Goes to Church toward midcourt. She's doubled. And a foul called against Bentley again as she tried to keep up with the shifty Church. That's number 5 for Bentley, and she'll be exiting with 1:08 to play. 8-point lead as Maya Johnson, it seems, will be the replacement for Bentley. A quick 2 fouls to disqualify herself from action McLean, Bickford, Anderson, Pinion, and now Maya Johnson in defensively for Pfeiffer. Mariette on the inbound pass at the near sideline. Floats it toward midcourt. Daniels receives it. Johnson and Anderson trying to double her, but she streaks to the left side. From the corner, pump fakes and drives baseline. A hip check by McLean will serve as a personal foul. Number 5 on Pfeiffer as a team, so 2 shots coming for Khadijah Daniels. For McLean, it's her 3rd personal. Daniels to the line, having scored 15 points today, 3 of 4 from the stripe so far. Her 5th attempt of the night is up and rolls in. Daniels now leads all scorers with 16 points. She's also 5 of 7 from the field, 7 rebounds to go along with her stat line. It's a nice roll off the right side of the rim to hit her 2nd. And the Pacers now on quite the run. Lead at 58-48. Johnson catches at the top of the circle, dribbles within the 3-point line, fires, and it's off back of the iron. Michaela Ray with the rebound, her 11th of the night. Outlet to Sophia Church, 40 seconds to play. 10-point Pacers lead. Johnson and Anderson chasing Sophia Church. And Church bounces the ball out of frustration after a foul is called. Because I would imagine she believes that she had been bodied up the entire way across the backcourt, as it's called against Maya Johnson. 2nd personal foul, 16 for Pfeiffer. So Church to the line to shoot 2. Her 1st is up and shakes through. 4 points for Church. She's 2 of 3 from the stripe so far tonight. An 83% shooter entering this game. 2nd, thuds off the left side of the rim. Skying for the rebound is Pinion, and she hands off to McLean for the outlet. McLean hits Pinion, the trailer. The 3-point shot attempt is short and bounces out of bounds to give it back to William Peace with 27 seconds remaining. Shot clock turned off. The Pacers can run out the clock if they so choose, and are able to break this press. Daniels streaks down the near sideline, easily gets into the front court. Johnson and Anderson there, stolen away in stride by Anderson with an easy right-handed layup. Puts it in off the window on the other side. It's within 9, 59-50. Mariette this time gets across midcourt for William Peace. Attempts to pass it across the floor to Daniels and is fouled in a hurry. That one charged to Kiera Anderson. That's number 4 on her with 9 seconds to play, and now Menage Mariette will go to the line. 9-point Pacers lead. Mariette, not quite 5 points per game for the Pacers, but maybe their best free throw shooter at 86% on the season, as her 1st rips the bottom of the net and makes it a 10-point game again, 60-50. Mariette's 2nd is on the way. Nothing but nylon as well, 61-50. Under 10 seconds, McLean gets across the floor, heaves a chest pass to the left side from the baseline. Jumper by Pinion. She has to alter a shot. Good defense by Michaela Ray. And that forces it into Pacers' hands as the clock hits 0. Another impressive win here at home for William Peace. They move to 6-1 here at the Herm on the year, after a 61-50 victory over Pfeiffer University. Another conference victory for the Pacers as well. They move to 9-6 overall, 6-2 in the USA South, and they snap a streak of 1 loss as they took the L in Danville at Averett University. The Pacers have won 4 of their last 5, including 3 here at home. 61-50 the final score, as William Peace gets the win over Pfeiffer. Leading the way for the Pacers is Khadijah Daniels with 17, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Great overall line for her in 40 minutes of action. She was one of 3 Pacers that played the entire game. Michaela Ray with 15 points, played 40 minutes also. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Another double-double, her 8th of the season, with 11 rebounds. Mariette also played 40 minutes, just under the double-digit mark in scoring. 9 points for her, 5 rebounds, and a couple of steals, couple of assists for Mariette as well. Also with 9, Mariah Ballin on 3 of 5 shooting. She eventually fouled out, so she didn't have a chance to play as much as she would have liked, or Coach Smith would have liked her to, in 24 minutes of action. 5 rebounds for Ballin as well. 4 for Church, who got the start at point guard. 3 for Deja Umstead, and then 2 apiece for Shania Taylor and Amy Hockaday rounds out the scoring for the Pacers. 3 in double figures for the Falcons, with Pinion having 13, 10 apiece for McLean and Anderson. Bickford was a focal point of the Pacers defense. They held her to just 8 points, 1 of 5 from three-point land. 5 for Maya Johnson and 2 apiece for Herman and Bentley is how the scoring breakdown went for Pfeiffer University. Again, your final score, William P. 61, Pfeiffer 50, an 11-point win for the Pacers, and they take their 4th in 5 games and continue a very hot run as we get into the thick of USA South action. The women are back at it here on Saturday. Be sure to tune in right here to the Pacers Sports Network. For everybody else involved, I'm Darren Vaught saying so long and have a great night.